Yes, so hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for delay, just we are waiting some minute, then we start. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome. Good evening from my side. So basically, all of you will enroll our online training program on Google Earth Engine. So basically, this is the totally beginners online training program. If you have no knowledge about the coding, mainly Python or JavaScript, or if you have no knowledge about the Google Earth Engine, don't worry about that. I will try to complete all of details from beginners to advanced level. And after completing this online training program, we also give some opportunity, such as you will get the lifetime teaching support regarding this online training program. Okay, so only for the 7 days is not enough for learning the Google Earth Engine. So when you want to learn the Google Earth Engine, you need to continuous learn. Okay. So that's why we are also providing the one kind of opportunity. If anyone join our online training program, they can get the lifetime teaching support. Okay. So when you face any problem regarding any issue in your code or any doubt, you can easily get the support. Okay. For the lifetime. As well as you also get the all of recorded class. So basically each day I will provide you the 3 hours live training and 1 hours problem solving class. So basically in the 1 hours problem solving class, you can easily share your own screen, and further if you face any problem, you can easily get the solution about the 1 hours problem solving. And 3 hours I will deliver the lecture. In this time you can easily ask any question or any confusion if you have, you can easily ask me any question for any time, there is no problem. Okay, so I think all of you already join. Okay, let me check. Okay. Okay, so we will start now. So first of all, just introduce yourself. So one by one, just simply tell me your name and your country name, or your profession. Or do you have any experience using the Google Earth Engine platform before or not? Just simply mention about that. So one by one, simply introduce.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
So I will start. Hello to every one of you dear participants. My name is Erdan Malici. I came from Kosovo. Kosovo is the country in Southeast Europe. My occupation field or my field of study is geomatics with cartography, I have a little bit experience in Google Earth Engine.
Okay,
So
thank
this is
you.
a brief introduction of me. At the moment, I'm working in the industry in my field of study. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, hi. I'm Ahmed Al Qurashi. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I'm a PhD student in the University of Polytechnical de Catalonia in Barcelona, Spain. And I don't have previous experience with software.
Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Hassan. I'm an urban planner by training, and I don't have any experience in Google Earth Engine. I'm currently a PhD student as well in the US.
Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Frank Bier and I'm based in Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, Western Africa. I have a GIS and remote sensing background, but I've not yet started using Google Earth Engine. So happy to be on this training.
Okay, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mongtang. Come from China. I'm very interested in use study the GE, and I don't have any experience on the Google's any product. This is my first step. I hope I can master it like the master. Thank you everyone.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello
please.
everyone. My name is Sankar Pal. I'm from India. Actually, I'm basically a research scholar, and I'm much interested on Google Engine, but I don't have much idea or any coding background. So please mm, teach us as per your concern. Thank you,
Okay, thank you.
sir. We will get the recorded video.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, anyone else?
Hi,
Yeah, please.
my name is Sumbuguma Remo. I come from Burkina Faso. It is one country of West Africa. I am a coordinator of land PKS and mass application in the National Land Observatory of Burkina Faso. I am very happy to participate in this training, and it's my first time to follow this training in GGI. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, okay. So now we'll start. So let me share my screen. Just a minute. Okay, can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
you're
Okay.
fine.
Okay, so first of all, I will try to explain our full course syllabus. So basically, after completing the total 7 days online training program, what you will learn from me. So first of all, let us discuss about the course content for each day. Then we move to our first day's class. Okay. So and each day I will provide you the 3 hours live training and 1 hours for the problem solving class. Okay. So total 4 hours for online training program. So basically for today's session, we try to discuss about that introduction to Google Earth Engine. So mainly how it will be work and how we can easily use the Google Earth Engine and how to create the Python and JavaScript API for using the Google Earth Engine, how to use the JavaScript or Python programming, all of details we can discuss. And if you have no knowledge about the JavaScript or Python, so for that, first of all, I will try to teach you the basic programming language of JavaScript and Python. Then I will show you that how we can easily use this type of language in Google Earth Engine and to do different types of remote sensing analysis. As well as we also discuss about the client and server object. It's very important for Google Earth Engine because Google Earth is a totally cloud-based platform. We also discuss a lot of things about the client and server object and how to get the server. So basically everything will be controlled from the server. So that's why we need to learn about that server and client and how we can get the server to execute our code using Google Earth Engine for different types of remote sensing analysis. We also discuss a lot of time about this topic and importing raster and vector data, how we can easily import the different types of raster imagery or vector data set from the local storage or Google Earth Engine data catalog. We also discuss, and filtering the attribute table. We also discuss about that. And next days we also try to discuss about that filtering and displaying the different types of satellite images. It can be Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS. How we can easily filter and displaying this type of satellite images. We also discuss. We discuss the different types of satellite composite. How we can easily create the median composite or mosaic composite. So different types of composite. How we can easily create in Google Earth Engine. We talk about the different types of band combination. How we can easily create the natural color, false color. So different types of band combination. We also discuss. And then export satellite imagery. So basically in Google Earth Engine platform, we can easily export the different types of satellite imagery. It can be Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS. We can easily export. And further, we can also use the other geospatial software, ArcMap or QGIS software. We can easily use it. And how we can easily import, filter, reduce, clip, and display the raster data in Google Earth Engine. We also discuss. We also discuss about the time series analysis. Okay, so different types of time series analysis. It can be NDVI or NDWI or any other indices. How we can easily create the time series chart. Okay, and export any shapefile from Google Earth Engine. We also discuss about that. And sometimes we also need for our different types of research work for annual analysis or annual time series analysis. So for that, we also learn about that monthly and annual. Both of things I also try to show you that for how we can easily create the annual image composite or monthly image composite. Okay, for I also try to show you that all of both of things. And third day, we discuss about that calculating any indices from satellite images. Any indices, it can be NDVI, EVI, SAVI, or any other indices. In the remote sensing, where you have the different types of indices. So I hope after completing this lecture, you can calculate any kinds of indices using satellite imagery in Landsat or Sentinel in Google Earth Engine platform very quickly. And we also discuss about the filtering and displaying the satellite images, mainly Sentinel-2. And after that, we also try to monitor the NDWI and also NDVI. Okay. And we also discuss about the thresholding technique, how we can easily use the thresholding technique and inspect the water body or vegetation or any specific properties, how we can easily do. We also discuss about that. And how we can easily create the different indices time series chart using Landsat or Sentinel imagery. How we can easily make the time series chart for the temporal analysis. We also discuss about that. And how to add the gradient legend and title on Google Earth Engine. Basically in Google Earth Engine platform, we also add the gradient, legend, or title. This type of things, I also try to show you that. And how we can easily monitor the flood mapping using the Sentinel-1 SAR data. How we can easily use this SAR data, Sentinel-1, and detect the water and also flood water. Okay, then we can easily get it, no problem. Okay, I already recorded these things, no problem. You also get the recorded class. As well as monthly time series chart of NDWI, NDVI using satellite imagery. We also discuss about that. Okay. Then fourth number day, mainly we try to discuss about that how we can easily remove the cloud and haze from the satellite imagery. So basically when you want to work with rainy season, you find out a lot of cloud on your satellite imagery. So that's why we also try to discuss about that, how we can easily remove this type of cloud and haze from our satellite imagery. It can be Landsat or Sentinel, both of imagery I will show you. And further, we can easily get the very neat and clean satellite imagery. And we also discuss about the DEM data, basically digital elevation model, NASA SRTM DEM or ASTER DEM. So this type of DEM data, how we can easily use and make the different types of terrain profile, such as hillshade map, slope map, aspect map, or hillshade view map. So different types of profile, how we can easily create, I have to discuss. We also talk about the LST, mainly land surface temperature. Temperature. We also try to discuss how we can easily use the Landsat imagery and monitor the LST. Okay, Landsat and MODIS, both of satellite imagery. I will show you how we can easily monitor the LST, land surface temperature, and how to calculate the average, maximum, minimum NDVI for any specific region, and how to monitor the urban heat island. Okay, we also did discuss about that, and how to monitor the urban thermal field variance index, or how to make the LST time series chart. Okay, we also did discuss about in the fourth number days. And fifth number day, mainly we try to discuss about that air quality monitoring. So different types of air quality parameters, such as sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, or methane. So this type of gases, how we can easily monitor using satellite imagery, and further how we can easily download the air quality parameters time series data in CSV file, or how we can easily make the time series chart or temporal analysis, as well as we will discuss about that AOD, mainly aerosol optical depth, how we can easily monitor, or particulate matter 2.5. Okay, so this type of things we will discuss. And in this online training program, I also show you that some ArcGIS, mainly ArcMap, how we can easily use. Okay, so basically in Google Earth Engine platform, we can easily download this type of TIFF file format. And further preparing our map, we are just using the ArcMap software. Okay, suppose if I show you some example, suppose here you can see this type of map. Just basically open one map. Suppose you can see this is the one kind of NDVI map, and this map mainly I created using Google Earth Engine. Okay, but after downloading the data, I create this type of layout using the ArcMap software. Basically, I use it also possible. You can also use the QGIS software. It is also possible to create this type of layout. ArcMap is also possible. So then we can easily create. Okay. So basically, after analysis, we download the data. Suppose this is the land use land cover. So after completing the analysis, we are just downloading the data, and further this data we are using ArcMap software and create this type of map. Okay, for our research paper or presentation. So how we can create this type of map, I will show you the further in the fifth number days. After downloading the GeoTIFF file format, we also discuss about that. And accuracy assessment of your air quality monitoring map using the, we can easily use the correlationship, okay, with our ground truth data. Okay, or we can also calculate the root mean square error. So this type of things I also discuss, and how we can easily check the accuracy of your air quality monitoring map. Okay, we also discuss about that. And sixth number day, basically we try to discuss about that machine learning model in Google Earth Engine, and how we can easily use the different types of machine learning method, basically supervised and unsupervised. Both of method I also try to explain. And further, how we can easily use the random forest, card, support vector machine, minimum distance classifier, how we can easily use, or cluster classifier. So all of those things I will try to explain, and how to check the accuracy assessment of your land use land cover mapping, and how to calculate the land use land cover classes area. Okay, how we can easily add the legend on our land use land cover map in Google Earth Engine. Okay, and finally how we can easily export the land use land cover map and make the research paper map using ArcMap software. Okay, and seventh number day, mainly we try to discuss about that change detection analysis. Okay, how we can easily make the land use land cover change detection, or NDVI change detection. Okay, or class wise land use land cover change detection, how we can perform. We also try to discuss about that. And we also discuss about the urban development or urban growth monitoring, how we can easily also discuss about that. Okay, and we also discuss about the hyperparameter turning for improving the accuracy of your machine learning model. Okay, so I hope if you have no knowledge about the coding or Google Earth Engine, don't worry about that. I will try to start from the beginners and then up to advanced by advanced. I will try to explain all of those things, and you can get some benefit in our online training program. So after completing all of assignment, so basically after completing one class, suppose, then I could give some assignment regarding this class. Okay, and when you submit all of assignment, then you also get the certificate. And there is no deadline for submitting the assignment. So after completing, fully learn all of those things, and then you try to do this type of assignment, and then you can easily get the course certificate. and you also get the all of materials, mainly slide, PDF, or practice code. You can easily get all of practice code or recorded class. So basically, after completing this live training, you also get the recorded class. So and you can get the lifetime access, all of recorded class or practice code. Okay, as well as lifetime teaching support, means that regarding this online training program, basically this course content, if you face any problem regarding any issue, okay, regarding this course content, you can get the lifetime free support. Okay, so that's why you can continuously learning, and when you face any problem or any issue, you can easily get the support and smoothly you can learn. Okay, so let's go, we start our today's class. And when you face any problem or any confusion or any question, just simply ask me anytime, no problem. Okay, so first of all, we try to discuss about the introduction to Google Earth Engine. So basically, Google Earth Engine, this is the short form GEE, and Google Earth Engine is a totally cloud-based platform. Okay, so now what's the cloud-based? Cloud-based platform, when you use, suppose we already use a lot of cloud-based platform such as Facebook or YouTube is one kind of cloud-based platform. Okay, and every cloud-based platform has their own server. Suppose when you upload a photo on Facebook or when you upload a video on YouTube, this video or photo upload on the Facebook or YouTube server. Okay, and when you play music on YouTube, this music play from YouTube server. Okay, so YouTube is one kind of cloud-based platform, Facebook is one kind of cloud-based platform, like as Google Earth Engine. Google Earth Engine is also cloud-based platform, and everything will be controlled from the Google Earth Engine server. So Google Earth Engine is a cloud-based platform. That's why Google Earth Engine has their own server, and it's called the Google Earth Engine Cloud Server. And everything will be controlled from this Google Earth Engine Cloud Server. And this cloud server mainly useful for geospatial analysis. And in this server, we can easily access the different types of satellite imagery. So if you already work remote sensing using ArcMap or QGIS software or other geospatial software, so first of all, we need to download the satellite imagery, Landsat, Sentinel, or MODIS, or which satellite image you want to work, you need to download. But in this time, when you want to use the Google Earth Engine, we don't need to download any kinds of software, any kinds of satellite imagery. We can easily access over 40 years of satellite imagery in Google Earth Engine data catalog. Suppose I need the Landsat image or Sentinel image or MODIS image, I simply write my code. So I can easily get the all of imagery from Earth Engine server. Okay, so we don't need to download any kinds of satellite imagery. This is another benefit to use the cloud-based platform. So everything we can do cloudly, not need to download anything. As well as sometime when you want to work with remote sensing, you need to use some high resolution imagery. Suppose you can buy some high resolution imagery such as sport satellite imagery or Maxar satellite imagery or any other high resolution satellite imagery you want to use in Google Earth Engine. You can easily upload your own data in Google Earth Engine, and you can easily use all of Google Earth Engine function on your data. So this is another benefit, because in Google Earth Engine, we can easily use the publicly freely available satellite imagery such as Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS. So this type of freely available satellite imagery we can easily access. But sometimes we also need some high resolution satellite imagery such as Maxar or Sport. So this or drone imagery. So this type of imagery you cannot find in Google Earth Engine data catalog. So further, we need to buy this type of satellite imagery, or we need to drone imagery capture. And further, this type of imagery we can easily import in our Google Earth Engine data catalog. And then we can also use the all of Google Earth Engine function. So this is another benefit. And we can easily apply the different types of algorithm in our data. And finally, we can easily export the image or map or chart, this type of things we can easily export. So overall summary, Google Earth Engine is a totally cloud-based platform, and it's a cloud-based platform that's why it has own server, and everything will be controlled from the server. And all of satellite imagery, freely available satellite imagery, Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS, or other freely available satellite imagery, we can easily access in Google Earth Engine data catalog. We don't need to download any kinds of satellite imagery. But when you want to work for the high resolution satellite imagery, it can be Maxar or Sport or other high resolution satellite imagery, then you can simply upload this type of satellite imagery and apply the different types of algorithm. You can easily apply the different types of Google Earth Engine function in Google Earth Engine. And finally, we can easily export the map, we can easily export the time series chart or map output. We can easily export this type of things. Okay. Anyone any question about this slide? You can ask me. Or any confusion for the Google Earth Engine? And Google Earth Engine is really cloud-based platform. That's why we don't need to download any kinds of software. Okay. Cloudly, we simply registration. I will show you that how we can easily make the registration. Then we can easily use the Google Earth Engine code editor. Okay. Anyone any question about that? You can ask me. Okay, I think there is no question. So now move to the next slide. An application. So basically, Google Earth Engine, we can easily apply any kinds of remote sensing analysis. Okay. So here I mentioned some application such as detecting the deforestation area or classifying land use and land cover mapping or estimating forest biomass and carbon or mapping the world's roadless areas or assessment the plant health status, air quality monitoring or water quality monitoring or flood mapping and damage assessment or drought monitoring, as well as also burn severity mapping. We can also do for that LST monitoring. Okay, so actually any kinds of remote sensing application we can easily do using Google Earth Engine platform very quickly and efficiently. Not only for that, here I mentioned some, but if you check some scientific research paper and you also develop different types of remote sensing application in Google Earth Engine platform. So in this online training program, we are just focusing, we become a developer. Okay, so you can develop any kinds of algorithm easily. Suppose you develop the mineral exploration, just you simply find out a scientific paper, then this scientific paper you can just get the idea or just get the algorithm from this scientific paper, then try to work or your project work. So in this online training program, our main focus not only for any specific topic, our main focus, we are all become a developer. So that's why you can easily do any kinds of remote sensing analysis. And when you become a developer, you can easily develop any kinds of algorithm regarding your research work. Okay. No, there is no limitation. You can easily download anything. So there is no problem. And we can also use them not only for the mineral exploration, any kinds of work, we can easily use it. Okay. And when you become a developer, then you can easily apply it for flood mapping. Then you can easily apply it for mineral exploration or land use, land cover mapping or drought monitoring. Everything you can do. Okay. So first of all, you just learn all of those things. Then you can easily move and you can easily develop any kinds of algorithm. Okay. So our main target is that you become a developer. So further, you can easily develop any kinds of algorithm. Just you read some scientific paper regarding your topic, and this topic you simply convert into algorithm and write the code in Google Earth Engine and get the result. Okay. And Google Earth Engine mainly focused on the society's biggest challenges such as deforestation or drought or climate change or disaster or diseases or global food security or sustainability. Okay, so basically this is the main focus on Google Earth Engine. And why this is important at present time. So basically Google Earth Engine is a totally cloud-based platform. And when you want to work for the big geospatial data analysis, then you must come Google Earth Engine. Okay, so here I think all of you already use the different types of software, ArcMap or ArcGIS or QGIS, okay, or ENVI. So this type of software here all of you already use. But suppose at the same time, when you want to work for the big geospatial data analysis, then you must come in Google Earth Engine. Otherwise, it's very difficult. It's also possible using the ArcMap or QGIS software, but it's very difficult. Suppose if I give an example, suppose you want to make the land use land cover map for the whole country boundary of India at the same time. So first of all, you need to download the satellite imagery from Earth Explorer or USGS website. You need to download the satellite imagery, and it's very difficult because this satellite imagery file is very big. Okay, and you need to do different types of processing. You need to atmospheric correction or enhancement. So different types of thing you want to do when you want to use the ArcMap or QGIS software. But in Google Earth Engine platform, you can easily apply the different types of algorithms such as random forest or classifier, or can also apply the card classifier or support vector machine classifier. And you can, without downloading any kinds of satellite imagery, very quickly you can make the land use land cover mapping for the whole country boundary of India. So first of all, it reduces your time to the analysis. Within very short time, we can do for the very big geospatial data analysis very quickly. And we can easily access petabytes of data in Google Earth Engine. Okay. And in Google Earth Engine platform, we get some feature, and this type of feature help you to remove the cloud and haze from your satellite imagery. Okay. Suppose you want to make the rainy season imagery. There's a lot of cloud, but in Google Earth Engine have some function or algorithm or cloud marks function. They're already set in Google Earth Engine. When you apply this type of feature, it easily remove all of cloud, and we can get the very neat and clean satellite imagery in Google Earth Engine. So this is another benefit, as well as Google Earth Engine platform. We can easily use it for global data analysis. Okay, basically all of data set globally we can easily do. So this is the one kind of global data analysis platform. And it has also some advantage or disadvantage, but there's a lot of advantage, such as we don't need to download any kinds of imagery. Okay, so without downloading any kinds of imagery, we can do the lot of analysis. Okay, because we can easily get all of imagery from Google Earth Engine data catalog. It also provides, and it accesses the petabytes of data or more on the way, and its computing power very fast. Within 1 second, you can calculate the 20 years or 30 years or 40 years data very quickly. Okay, because this computing power is very fast. And it also some disadvantages that you need to know some programming language. Okay, for this, in this online training program, I will try to teach you all of programming language which you need to learn the Google Earth Engine. Okay, and this type of programming language knowledge you can easily apply in Google Earth Engine and do the different types of remote sensing analysis. And Google Earth Engine is also depend on your internet connection or internet connectivity. So without internet connectivity, we cannot run the Google Earth Engine. Okay, and it mainly focused, Google Earth Engine mainly focused on the raster-based imagery analysis or satellite image analysis. It has some lack of mature and detailed documentation, but in this online training program, I will provide you all of documentation, all of slide or PDF file. So that's why you can easily learn, and further you can also use it, Google Earth Engine. And how does the work? So we already know Google Earth Engine is a totally cloud-based platform. So it's a cloud-based platform. So that's why all of those things we can do cloudly. Not need to download any kinds of software when you want to use the Google Earth Engine. So basically Google Earth Engine is supported by Python, JavaScript, and R programming. Okay, so I also try to discuss about the difference between the Python, JavaScript, and R in Google Earth Engine. But Google Earth Engine is supported by Python, R, and JavaScript programming language. Okay, and how does the work? Google Earth Engine is a totally cloud-based platform, so everything will be controlled from the cloud or server, Google Earth Engine server. Suppose I need the Landsat image, so I write the code. I need the Landsat image. So this code send a message on the Google Earth Engine server. In a matter of seconds, this server give me the Landsat imagery cloudly. Not need to download anything. So first of all, this is a software type is the cloud computing or web processing. And this is the main website about the earthengine.google.org. And accessibility must be online. When you want to work with the Google Earth Engine, you must be connection with your online. And requirement. So basically Google Earth Engine is totally free of charge, but now they are also create the paid and unpaid. Okay, so in the paid version, they are also provide some more benefit, such as in the paid version, you can easily use the deep learning. Okay, basically CNN or ANN. So this type of algorithm, when you want to use in Google Earth Engine, then you must need to paid version. You have to use the paid version, but freely version we can easily use for machine learning. It also applicable. So we can easily use the free of charge Google Earth Engine to use their code editor. Okay, so just need to registration with the Google account, and then you can easily use their code editor. So I think here all of you already make the registration, and if you don't make the registration, then I will show you that how we can easily create the registration. And now they are also, now in this time they are also create some update, because all of you need to create the cloud uh, project or cloud asset need to create. Okay, so but previous time it's not mandatory, all of you need to create the cloud project, but we can easily create the cloud project in Google Earth Engine, and further we can also use it. There is no problem, free of charge. We try to show you. And competition must be online. We need basically it's a work for the image processing and visualization, at work for the raster and vector. But of data we can easily work with that. So first of all, simply go to this website earthengine.google.com. So this is the main website. Simply go, and then simply you can see the sign up button. So now they are also give some modification on their website or registration process. Okay, so, but same thing. Just simply sign up and then fill up this type of form. You can get this type of form. So in this form, simply put your email. If you have institutional email, then it also more better. You can easily get the quickly verification, and you can easily get the very quickly get the access in Google Earth Engine code editor. So simply put your email, then full name, your affiliation, institution type or country or region, and what would you like to accomplish with Earth Engine. So this is very important question. Try to make the answer within 5 to 10 sentences to get the quickly verification. Okay. Some people just put the one word or one sentence, so then they are not get the verification. They are reject again and again. So try to give the answer for this question 5 to 10 sentence. Okay. Then just I agree, check mark in here. Also I am interested. I am not robot, check mark, then submit. Okay. Then after some 1 day or 2 day, or within 1 hour, you can get this type of email in your inbox. Okay, welcome to Earth Engine. So now you have to access the Earth Engine code editor. Okay, so now when you can get this type of email, it means that you successfully create your Earth Engine account in Google Earth Engine. So further, simply visit this link. So this is the link you can see, code.earthengine on google.com. When you simply go to this link, then you can easily access this type of code editor. Okay, so after completing your registration, or if you don't make the simply register, and then further simply go to this link, code.earthengine.google.com. Okay, so this is the link. Simply visit, then you can easily get this type of code editor. So here I already make the registration. So let me open. So just I simply open my new tab on browser, and then simply go to this code editor. So code.earthengine.google.com. So this is the Earth Engine JavaScript API code editor. So in this code editor, we can write only for the JavaScript programming language. But Google Earth Engine is also supported by Python and R programming. So further, I also show you that how we can easily create the Python environment for writing the code for Google Earth Engine. But this is the code editor. In this code editor, we can write only for the JavaScript programming. Okay, it support only for the JavaScript. But for the Python and R programming, we have to use the another environment. This environment is only capable to write JavaScript. Okay, so I also use JavaScript, Python, both of programming language. Then you can easily write the code in both of environment. So now I try to discuss about the user interface of this code editor. So basically, this code editor is very powerful code editor than Python and R programming code editor. So this code editor is more powerful because it's easy way. Any beginners who don't have any knowledge, they can start the learning Google Earth Engine using this environment. Okay, basically it's very neat and clean code editor. We can easily get everything. So you can get the code editor panel. So basically in this, it's called the editor panel. It's editor panel. We can write our code. Suppose I simply write my code in here. Suppose print. Suppose I write it, hello world, and then I can get the result under the console tab. Okay. So now I try to discuss about the user interface of this code editor. So basically this code editor, we can get the total 4 panel. 4 panel means that this middle panel, it's called the editor panel. Okay. So editor panel mainly where you write your code and edit your code. So we can usually write our code in here. So it's called the editor panel. Editor panel mainly we write our code. And then also you can see the left panel, we can get the 3 tab: inspector, console, and task tab. Okay. So inspector tab mainly work for map querying result. Suppose for any specific point or any specific coordinate you want to check what's the value of NDVI or NWI, then simply click on the inspector tab and click on your map, then it show the value. But in this time here you can see we can got this type of latitude and longitude value, because in this time we are not put any kinds of map. So default it show for this coordinate. You can see when I click on here, it show this coordinate, latitude, long, we can easily get it. But further, when you want to work for suppose any map, suppose you can easily add any map. Suppose I will show you the previous example. Just a minute. Suppose I simply open this code and show you the example, one example, how it work for the inspector tab. Suppose this is the one kind of code. I simply run it. So now it show me this type of map. It working? It's one kind of example how work with the inspector tab. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, so here you can see we can got this type of map. Suppose in this map I simply click on the inspector tab and click on my map. Suppose I just click on here. So now it show me this coordinate. Here you can see for this coordinate, what's the value of NDVI? We can get it. What's the above ground biomass value? We can get it. What the carbon stock value? We can get it. So inspector tab is mainly working for map querying result. Suppose you add any kind of map. It can be NDVI map or NAW map or any map. So now you want to check what's the specific point, what's the value for a specific. Suppose in this case, just I click on here. Now it show what's the NDVI value, what's the we can easily get it. NDVI 0.2, we can get the above ground biomass. Because I add this type of layer, I add in. So I can add the 3 layer in here. Basically 3 map. One is the carbon stock, another is the above ground biomass, another is the NDVI. Okay. So that's why it provides me the 3 input from here. I can get a 3 output from the inspector tab. Just click on the inspector tab and click on this map, any point. It show me the coordinate value, latitude, longitude value, and show me the what is the NDVI value, what is this all of value. I can easily get it. So always you remember that inspector tab mainly working for map querying result. You just add the map. So now you want to check some point. What's the value I can get for a specific coordinate? Okay. So it's done. So just I remove it. Not need. And further, I just reset. When I click on the reset, you can see everything will be clean. Just click on the reset, clean. Okay. Then I can see the console tab. Console tab mainly map querying, mainly printing the output. Okay. So the for a specific point pixel value. Okay. Suppose for this coordinate, for this geolocation, it show the pixel value. It can be average pixel value or maximum pixel value. So it depends on your code. When you write your code, you mention it. It's the average NDVI map. So then we can get the average pixel value. When you can create the maximum NDVI map, then we can get the maximum NDVI pixel value. Okay. It depends on your code. Okay. So when I write my code, you can also get the more better understand. So console tab may output. Suppose I just simply use a print function. Suppose just use here the print function. and I print suppose any number, and I run the code, I can get the result under the console tab. So all time when you use the print function, this print function output we find out under the console tab. Okay, console tab provide you this output of this print function all time we find out. Then tasks tab. Tasks tab mainly managing your long running tasks. Suppose you want to export or import anything or any file, then it show you the progress time, how much time you need for exporting or importing. So here you can see here I already export some file, so it show me the time less than 1 minute or 1 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute, less than 1 minute. So it depends on your file size. Okay, so task tab mainly managing your long running tasks. When you export or import anything in Google Earth Engine, then it show you the progress, how much time you need to exporting or importing. We can easily get our progressing report from the task tab. Okay, so I will show you for the today's class how we can easily export or import the Google Earth Engine different file. Then we can easily get the task tab. Task tab mainly managing your long running tasks. When you export anything or import anything, that show you the progress time, how much time you need to complete this exporting or importing. Okay, and when you face any problem, then it show the red alert sign. Here you can see I can get the red alert sign look like that. It means that my code have some problem, so that's why it cannot be export or import. When you can get this type of red alert sign, then you're some problem on your code, that's why it not exported or imported. Okay, it means that when you can get this type of red alert sign. Okay, further in the left panel we can get the script, docs and asset. So script tab, basically this is the script tab where you save your code. Suppose you write a code and this code you want to save on your folder. So this code save under the script tab. So here you can see, here you can say I am the owner. Okay, so this is my all of code which I save in my folder, and you can see I already make the folder name. So this I put the elevation above sea level. So you can put any name as a folder. So I put this type of name, and further using this name I simply put all of folder. In this folder I put all of my code I save. So which code I write in here, this code I want to save in here. Suppose further when I need the code, suppose I need the agricultural land suitability code, just I simply click on here. Okay, I just click on the yes. So now this code added in my code editor. So further I run the code, as well as I also want to show the result or modification. Okay, so this is the script tab mainly managing your script which you save. Okay, this code I already saved, so that's why it is stored in the script tab. So now how I can save? So this is very easy process, you can easily save it. So here you can see about the save button. You can see the save button. Okay, so when you click on the save button, then it will be saved under your script tab, and you can put a name. So here I already saved, just I simply gonna save as. So you can see, just put the file name of your code and then save it. Okay, and I save it in this folder. Okay, this is my folder name, elevation above sea level. That's the folder name. You can simply say put this name of your file and then okay. Then this file save under your script tab. So script tab mainly managing your script which you save. So here you can see, here I already saved lot of script. So further when I need this type of code, I simply click on here, and further I add in my code editor. Okay, and from my code editor I can easily edit or modify. Okay, I can easily edit, modify from here, and when I run the code I can easily get the result from here. So this is the process to save the code. When you write your code, you can simply save under the script tab. Script tab mainly managing your script which you save. Then docs tab. Mainly provide you all of documentation, mainly all of Google Earth Engine server function. So all of Google Earth Engine server function we can easily access from the docs tab. Docs tab provide you all of server function. In here we can easily get all of server function. Okay, not only for that, how you can use this function, we also get the documentation from here. Suppose this is one kind of function, ee.list. I just click on here. So here you can see I can get lot of function under this ee list. Just I click on here, So I can get some documentation, construct a new list, and also get the argument. So every function we can got the construct, how we can easily use the function, mainly guideline. We can easily get the guideline and also get the argument from here. So when you want to use this code editor, this is the another benefit. You don't need to memorize any kinds of function. For Google Earth Engine function, we don't need to memorize, because all of function we can easily access from the docs tab. Okay, from the docs tab we can easily access all of function. Okay, and also get the guideline, or we can also get the documentation how we can easily use this function. So here you can see e.number constructs a new number. When you want to create any new number, then we need to use this function. And also you can see the argument. So every function in Google Earth Engine we can easily get from the docs tab. But when you want to use the Python environment or R programming, then this type of opportunity you don't get, because I will show you that how we can easily get the Python environment. So that's the region. It's very easy way to work with Google Earth Engine. But Python and R programming have another benefit. Okay, I will also discuss later. Okay, then asset tab. Just click on here, asset tab. Asset tab mainly managing your asset which you uploaded. Suppose we can easily upload the different types of high resolution satellite imagery, or you can easily upload the different types of boundary shape file or CSV file. Okay, for your different work, we can easily upload our different types of file. So here you can see here I already upload different types of file, and further I want to use this type of file in Google Earth Engine platform. Suppose this is the one kind of boundary shape file, Bangladesh district boundary shape file. So I can easily use it, and further I simply work with the Google Earth Engine, okay, for this, using this type of boundary area. So how we can easily work this type of things, further I will show you that how we can easily upload our own boundary and work with that. So I will show you these things. But in this time, you just remember that asset tab mainly managing your asset which you uploaded. So we can easily upload it 250 GB, 250 gigabyte freely. We can upload in Google Earth Engine. So at the huge, we can easily upload it. And further, you can also remove. Suppose your storage is the full. So further, you can simply remove from here. You can see we can also delete it. Suppose this work is done, I simply delete my file. There is no problem. Then I also get the space again. And further, you can see the get link button. So basically, get link button, this code I want to share with you. Suppose this code I want to share with you. Just simply click on the get link button. So it provides me this type of code link. So now if I simply copy the code link and send you, then you can simply go to this link. Anyone can easily access this code which I write in here. Okay, so this is the process for code sharing. So when you face any problem on your own code, you try to share using this way. Simply click on the get link button. You can see the click on the get link button. It provides this type of link. Simply copy and send me this code link. Then further I can simply check the problem and send you the new code link. So when you face any problem regarding any issue in your code, simply click on the get link button and then copy and send me. Okay, then I can easily find out the problem and give you the solution on your code. So this is the process for code sharing. And further, run button mainly execute your code, reset button mainly clean. Okay, it the remove. As well as Google Earth Engine platform also provide you some web application. Okay, we can easily create different types of web apps for the remote sensing analysis. Okay, so we can easily create the different types of web application for remote sensing analysis. But if you want, you can also use it this type of web application commercially. Suppose here you can see this is the lock sign. Basically, this application is not available for all of you. Just some commercially used this type of lock sign web application. Also, you can see some web application is the open, so anyone can easily use this type of application. Okay, suppose I simply open the web application. Just I click on here and try to show you that how it will be used, this type of web application. And I already have the access this web application. So when I simply visit this link, then I can easily use this type of web application. Okay, so this type of web application you can easily develop using Google Earth Engine platform. Mainly, it's called the Art Engine apps. Okay, so using the Art Engine apps, we can easily create the different types of user interface, and any users they can use it and get the result from here. So this is the one kind of web application I developed. So basically, it's water quality monitoring web application. So any users they can easily select their time period, and they can easily get the water quality result. Okay, suppose I will show you the one example. Suppose this is my study area, and I want to check it. So I simply put my time period. Suppose year of 2024. Suppose January to October. January, suppose 1st January to present time. Okay, then I simply draw my ROI. Just click on here, and then I simply select my study area. Suppose this is my study area. Just simply draw. Suppose this is my study area. I simply draw. Okay, and further simply select your value. Who is one you want to calculate? Turbidity, chlorophyll, total suspended solid. Suppose I want to click on the turbidity and submit. So now it show you the result. What the condition on this water body for turbidity, and then we also get this type of animation, or also you can say the legend. Okay, we can get this type of map. Also get the time series chart from here. Okay, suppose I need the another one. Suppose just simply click on the chlorophyll, just submit. So now we can get this chlorophyll condition for this water body, as well as suppose you want to check for total suspended solid and submit. So now we can got what is the condition of the total suspended solid of this water body between this time period. Year of this time period, we can easily get it from here. Okay, and from this time signature, we can easily get it. So basically for this time, it is tracked only for the two satellite imagery. So that's why we can get the only for the one value and another value. But if we increase the time period, then we also get the more better result. Suppose I want to increase for year of 2023. So I can get the whole of year of 2023. And now I want to check it. Just simply submit. So now we also get the more better map for, yeah. So here you can see now we can easily get that more better map, because when I increase my time period, it also take the more image collection of and then create this type of map. Here you can see you can easily get it this type of way. And this type of red color show you the high total suspended solid, more than 2000 milligram per liter. And further you can also get this type of time series chart. Okay, so from here you can click on here, you can easily download the data, and from here you can easily get when it will be high, when it will be low, you can easily get it from here. Okay, so this is the one kind of web application. As well as if I show you the another, suppose suppose I want to check for as well as drought monitoring. Okay, let me show you that. Suppose this is the another. Suppose I simply open, and it's freely available. Anyone can easily visit this link. Suppose this is the link. So if anyone visit this link, they can easily access this web application. So basically it useful for detect the drought hazard. We can easily index. So we can easily detect the drought hazard index from here. So basically it's due for the specific district. So we can simply choose our specific district from here. Suppose which district you want to need. Suppose I simply choose it. And which year you want to observe. Suppose year of 2020. And which index based on the drought monitoring. Suppose you can say PCI, SPI, or PSI. So I simply select suppose PSI, Vegetation Health Index. And then further just click the run. Run. So now it find out for this district where you find out the extreme drought, severe drought, moderate drought. It easily find from here. So it's working. Correct. And it also depends on the internet connection. Okay, I think some network issue, that's why it's not loaded. Okay, I'll show you another one. As well as if you want, you can also display your map. Suppose you create a map, and this map you want to display as a web application. Suppose here you can see we create this type of land use land cover mapping. So anyone can easily visit this link and show this type of map. It show the map, not any kinds of function. Or this is another one, suppose leave area index, we can easily do it. Suppose for any study area, suppose we simply draw a polygon or rectangle. Suppose I draw the polygon. Suppose this is my study area. I simply draw the study area. So now for this study area, what is the condition? For leave area index, mainly LAI, it provide you the map, as well as it also make the time series chart. From here you can easily get the time series chart or data. Or you can see this is another one. Suppose this is, we can easily create the trend. What is the trend for NDVI and EVI? For this, it's only for the Bangladesh. Suppose I simply click on the any part of this map. Suppose I want to check it. Suppose just I click on here. So now for this coordinate, what is the trend of vegetation? We can easily detect. So you can get the low trend. It means that day by day vegetation loss. So if I click any this place, so now it show the what is the trend. So we can get the uptrend. Uptrend means that for this study area, day by day vegetation increase. Okay, so you also check it from here also. So it's just provide you the trend. It provide you the trend chart for any study area in Bangladesh. Simply click on your any specific place. It show you what is the trend for this specific coordinate. Okay, you can see for this coordinate we find out that day by day vegetation decrease. So that's why you can get the low trend. You can see not high trend, it's the low trend. Day by day increase the vegetation. And further from here you can also download this time series chart. Yeah, and also download the photo or PNG file format. You can also download from here. So not only for that, we can also create the different types of web application. Okay, so you can see it will show you the this type of time series chart for leaf area index. So you can simply download from here the data. Okay, it's also working now. So as for this district, you can easily find out where the extreme dry, severe dry, moderate dry, normal dry, and wet dry. We can easily find out, and based on the vegetation health index. So different types of index you can use in here, and further you can also check it. So it loaded, and this is the water quality. So not only for that, we can create different types of web application using the Google Earth Engine. So this is another benefit to use the Google Earth Engine. We can easily create. As well as this is the map interactive view. So basically we can easily create the Google satellite map also. You can also get from here, you can see. Okay. As well as we can get the hand tool, basically move the map, and we can easily create the point, okay, using that, or also can create the line. Okay, so different types of vector, point, line, polygon, we can easily create from here. So here you can see the draw the shape. So different type of shape we can easily create from here using this type of tool. And these are zoom in and zoom out, plus minus. We can easily zoom and zoom out. We can easily do it. Okay. As well as we also get about that search place and data set. So you can simply search any place. Suppose I simply search any place. Suppose I search Dhaka, Bangladesh. Simply click on here. So now it show you the Dhaka, Bangladesh. Any place you can simply search, we can easily get it. Not only for that, if you want, you can simply search here any data. Suppose you need the Moody's data, simply search Moody's NDVI. So now it show you the Moody's NDVI data. Okay, so you can see we can get about all of Moody's data set. Okay, and then click on the more, then you can also get that all of data set regarding the Moody's. So basically this is the search bar. In the search bar we can easily search our data and also search our place. And also you can see it show the ee.mijan GIS. So basically this is my cloud project name. Okay, so if you have this type of name, it means that you don't create the cloud project or cloud asset. You don't create. When you create the cloud asset or cloud project, then you can get this type of name also on your logo. In your photo you can get this type of name also. It means that you already created the cloud project for Google Earth Engine. And how we can easily cloud, if you don't create that, simply click on here. You can see the create register a new cloud project. So simply click on here, and further you can easily create the cloud project. Because now Google Earth Engine update information is that every person need to make the cloud project. Without cloud project, we cannot use the Google Earth Engine all function. So further, simply register a non-commercial. Simply click on here. You can see the paid and unpaid. The Google Earth Engine now supported paid version and also unpaid version. So basically, unpaid useful for the education, government, research, training, and media. So I simply click the unpaid, and further you can see the project type. So simply select the academia and research, and then next, and further create the new cloud project and continue the summary. Then put the project name, try to put the any unique name, and then further you can easily create the cloud project. So here I already create the cloud project, look like that. This is my cloud project name. So if you don't create the cloud project, simply create from here. Just click on here. You can easily create the this cloud project, okay? And you can easily create. So this is the overall summary of Google Earth Engine code editor. So any question you can ask me. Any question?
Yes, just a quick question. Actually, about the language that we use, you said Java and also the other language, but as you know, there is a way to have, if I want to explain something, I can take the code from the
Yes.
AI
Yeah.
and I can paste it here just direct, or I need to have an extension or.
Yeah, so we can also use the AI, but sometimes AI is not provided with the accurate code. So that's why if you learn the basic things of the code, then you can easily modify the AI code. AI provide you the one code. So then if you know the basic, this type of things, you can easily modify. Or you can also correction, because all time chat GPT or Gemini, so this type of AI is not provide the correct code. But if you know the basic things of Google Earth Engine, then you can easily modify. Okay. So I hope you can easily learn all of those things, and further you can also use the AI. No problem. Again, any question? Okay, I hope there is no question. Okay, so let me show the next part. Okay, so now we just create the talk about this code editor. So basically, this code editor only for the JavaScript API code editor. In this code editor, you can write only for the JavaScript. Okay, but when you want to work for the Python, then we need to create the Python environment. So basically, for the Python environment, if you want, you can work with for Google Colab, or if you want, you can also use the Jupyter Notebook. So now Google Colab is very popular because Google Colab have already installed some Python library. So that's why it not need to install again. So Google Colab is more easy way. Cloudly we can do it. So simply search there, Google Colab. After searching, you can simply find out welcome to Google Colab. Just click on here. And here you can see the new notebook. Click on here. So now this is the Google Colab code editor. And in this code editor, I want to make the environment to use it for Google Earth Engine. So use it to Google Earth Engine. So I want to make the environment for creating the Google Earth Engine. So first of all, we need to connect the Google Earth Engine server with this code editor. Okay, otherwise we don't use the Google Earth Engine function in this code editor. So first of all, you can see this is the code editor. So it show the untitled 40. You can simply put the any name. I put the name, suppose first class. And further, I need to install some package or directly automatically install some package in Google Colab. Basically, all of Python library, Matplotlib or Pandas, NumPy. So this type of Python library automatically install in the Google Colab. So that's why in this time not need to install it. So suppose I simply import one package, import gemap. Just click to the run. It's successfully done. It means that now GEMap, this is the one kind of Python library. Okay. So Python, this Python library is already installed in the Google Colab. So that's why this library I don't need to install again. Okay. And all the time we need to import because it's the cloud, it's a cloudly. So when you want to work with that, so all the time we need to import. Okay. So just simply import, and which library you want to import? I want to import the GEMap. GEMap is one kind of Python library which integrate with the Google Earth Engine and Python. Okay, so just I simply import my one library GEMap. After that, I also need to import the another library, Art Engine library. So import E. E means Art Engine. So I also import it. So this is another library. And now I want to check the authenticate. So for that, use the e dot authenticate. This function I use and run it. Authenticate, mainly it's connecting with your Gmail. Okay. So just I simply click on the allow. And further, I need to simply, I want to use this email for registration with Google Earth Engine. So I just use the same email with connecting with the Google Colab. Okay. So just I click on here because this email I want to use for Google Earth Engine registration or Google Earth Engine account. Then continue. And further, just continue. So it also authenticate. Okay. And after doing this thing, just take the new cell and put here ee dot initialize. Initialize. In this initialize, but we get one kinds of problem because we need to mention the Google cloud-based platform asset name. So here you can see it show about that no project found. Okay, so cloud project is not found in this time. So I need to connect the cloud project. So this is the mandatory. So now everyone in users of Google Earth Engine, they must be need to use the cloud project. So here we can get the cloud project. I already show you that process. This is my cloud project name. Okay. But if you don't the cloud project, simply make the cloud project from here. It's a new cloud project. So here this is my cloud project name ee.mijan GISRS. So I just mention it. So just I try to mention it here. So just I put here project equal, and I put the project name is that GISRS. So this is my cloud project name. I simply mention in here and run the code. So now it successfully run and connecting the cloud project. So now my code editor is ready to use the Google Earth Engine. Okay. So every time when you want to work with Google Earth Engine with Python programming, you need to install, just simply run the 4 line of code, import GEMap, then import EE, then authenticate, and then put your cloud project. Okay, just initialize. Then we can use the Google Earth Engine. Okay, then we can easily use the Google Earth Engine in Python programming. Okay. No, we not need. Because Google Club is already installed the Python, and it also always use the update version of Python. But when you want to work with for the Jupyter notebook or Anaconda distribution, for that you need to install the Python. But this is the benefit using the cloud-based, browser-based code editor, so Google Colab. So in this time, we not need to install the Python or other things. It automatically updated the update version, automatically updated or install it. Okay, so that's why we are not doing this type of things. So just it working, we can get it. So this is the GEMap EE initialize and authenticate and initialize. Then this code editor is ready to use the Google Earth Engine. So now all of Google Earth Engine function easily support in Google Earth, in this code editor. So this is the code editor. We can write in here Python, and this is the code editor. Here we write JavaScript. So at the same time, I will try to teach you JavaScript and Python, and further show you the difference between the Python and JavaScript. Then you can easily catch all of things easily. Okay, so let's go in my slide. For sharing script, we already know. Just click on the get link button and further copy the link. Then then you can simply send the code. Then anyone can easily access your code. So this is the process for sharing script. And now we talk about the comparison between Python and JavaScript. We already checked both of code editor, Python and JavaScript. And now we can easily say that Python is not provide you the powerful code editor. Okay, so this code editor just provide the cell only for the blank cell, but in the JavaScript we got a powerful code editor. Okay, in this powerful code editor we can get the different types of tab, script tab, docs tab, asset tab, console tab, inspector tab, okay, or task tab. Lot of things we can easily get in the powerful code editor in JavaScript. Okay, but Python has not this type of powerful code editor, but Python have the another benefit, because Python have a lot of powerful library. We can easily use the TensorFlow, Crash, Scikit-learn, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. So there's a lot of powerful library we can easily integrate with Google Earth Engine when you want to use the Python. Python has not the powerful code editor, but it has the powerful library. So this type of powerful library, when you want to apply the different types of deep learning or machine learning, then we can easily integrate with Google Earth Engine and use it. So this is the basic difference between the Python and JavaScript. Python have some powerful library, but Google Earth Engine, JavaScript API code editor, it's very powerful code editor. And any beginners, they can easy way to learn the Google Earth Engine. But Python have not this type of powerful code editor. Just we can get this type of cell. But Python have some powerful library. This type of powerful library we can easily integrate with Google Earth Engine and do the lot of analysis. So this is the another benefit to use the Python. And R is also same, because R have also some lot of packages for the different analysis. So then you can easily integrate this type of package in Google Earth Engine and also work with that. Okay. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the Python and JavaScript. And both are the we need, because as a beginners we try to start with the Google Earth Engine, and I also show some example with the Python, because it's a very very common. Okay, we can easily integrate the two things at the same time. Then we can easily find out the difference between the Python and JavaScript. Okay, it's very closely related to the Python and JavaScript programming. So let's go start. So now we talk about learn the basic principles of JavaScript and Python. Okay, so at the same time we try to learn about the Python and JavaScript. So every function or every programming language have some common item. Okay, so this type of common item is the same for every programming language. It can be JavaScript, it can be Python, it can be R, it can be C++ or C, so or Java. So every programming language have some common item, such as print. So every programming language, we need to print our output. But when you write the syntax, then it will be different. Suppose Python or R or Java or C++, we write the different syntax, but item is the same. Mainly, I want to print my output. So that's why I need to use the print. So print is one kind of common item in the programming language. But when you write the syntax, for the JavaScript, we have to another syntax. For the R, we have to another syntax. For the C++, we have to another syntax. For the Java, we have to use the another syntax to express the print function. Okay, so print is one kind of common item for every programming language, and all of programming languages work with data. Data can be string. String is one kind of data type. String mainly it can be character A, B, C, D, E, F, X, Y, Z. So one kind of character, group of character called as a string. So every programming language also work with string, as well as also work with number 0 to 9, as well as also work for the boolean. So basically all of programming languages mainly work for the three types of data type: string, number, and boolean. String mainly A, B, C, D, or text or character. Number mainly 0 to 9. Boolean mainly true or false. So every programming language work with string, number, and boolean. And then comment. Every programming language also use the comment. Comment mainly give you the description about this code. Suppose we can use the different syntax to express the comment. For the JavaScript, Python, C++, we have to use the different syntax to express the comment. Comment give you the information about the code. List. Every programming language we need to store the different types of item. So we can also use the list. List is the one kind of common item for any programming language. But when you want to create the list in R programming or Java programming or JavaScript programming or C++ or C, then we have to use the different syntax. First, list is a common item for any kinds of programming language, such as dictionary. Dictionary is the common item for any kinds of programming language, or also a function. Okay, we can use the function. We can easily create the different types of function, as well as a variable. So all of programming languages have some common item. If you learn this type of common item, then you can easily learn this type of programming language. So now in this time, I will try to show you that at the same time for the Python and JavaScript, all of common item, and then how we can easily differentiate between the Python and JavaScript. Then you, at the same time, you will learn the JavaScript and Python. So let's go start. So I'll try to discuss the practically.